Alright, gang, we're gonna go hike Black Butte, which is basically a volcano today, and that is Black Butte, right ahead, dead ahead on the road. We're gonna get to the top of that, and we're gonna have some really nice views. Once we get up there, the views are gonna be more of there's going to be a lot of mountains. There's some clouds over to the right of that, but over here we'll have a nice view of these mountains here, the Sisters. Anyway, I'm going to take you guys up there. It's outside of a town called Sisters, which is right next to the Sisters mountain range. And you guys can look all that up on the internet. It'll be a little bit of it's kind of a backwoods road for about, I don't know, 8 or 10 miles to get up there. But it's very cool. There's it's not operating right now, but in the summer there's they have a lot of pine forests out here, so they have a lot of forest fires. So there's a manned fire observation tower up there that the Park Service runs. So we'll go take a look at that. You get to see a fire tower, and we get a little closer to Black Butte. I'll turn this back on. We get back onto the back road there and get up towards the mountains. It looks like it might be a little, I'm looking at it right now down the road, we might have some clouds at the very top. I hope we don't, because that'll restrict my views. But it looks pretty good. So I will, when we get up to Black Butte here, we'll turn this back on and I'll take you guys on a little hike up a volcano. See ya. Alright, we are getting closer to the Black Butte. Got it right up here. You can't quite see the top of the road here, but made it through Sisters. That's Black Butte, the sign of it there straight ahead on the road. We're going to get ready to turn off the road here in a little bit. And I'll plug in back with you guys when we start going up the road. Hope everyone's having a good time there in Marymount. Alright. Officially on the road here. Up to Black Butte. This is a little forest road up here. It's kind of bumpy, but not too bad. It's a little windy. But we're, this is what it kind of looks like. This is the scenery. Not kind of, this is what it looks like. Still a little snow over here, but it's been very warm this winter, so we might get a little tiny bit of snow at the top of this thing, but not much that need any equipment for. And this is this little road that goes up here. I actually broke the suspension on this car on this very road. When I first moved out here, might have moved a week or a month after moving out here. But I kind of like to go fast down it. It's kind of fun. You never know what's around the corner. Maybe boulders or something. Anyway, we'll be there in a few minutes and we'll get on this hike. All right. We're starting this hike. This is the Black Butte. And this is about 1,500 foot incline up over 2 miles. So it's a good hike. It's good exercise. It's only 2 miles. It isn't that big of a hike as far as hikes go. But we'll take you up here and about halfway up or so start getting some nice views of the valley, and get to the top, I'll show you guys some views of everything that's up there. But this is what the hike looks like. It kind of stays this way for the first part of the hike. This is the trail. Nice smell of pine trees. It's very windy today. You can hear the wind going through the trees. So that's what it looks like. I'll show you guys a little bit more when we get start getting some views. Well, I thought I'd stop and show you guys this. It's 60 or some, a little out of breath, 60 some degrees in Bend, but we're getting up in the mountains here, and you get a little snow up here. And this is one of the fun things why I really enjoy hiking is you don't know what you're going to find up here. It's kind of cool to be up here in the spring. We haven't had a snowfall in months, and you still have some nice stuff up here. It's very, very cool. That's my trail up. So we're getting there. We got some. We'll be up some views here. I don't know, in about another 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll turn this back on. Until then, I'm gonna keep on going. Okay, so about halfway up here. Very pretty. All of this is frosted. A little bit of light snow sticking to the vegetation up here. I'll have to get I'm not sure what my elevation is right now. I guess 5,000 feet. Anyway, we're getting clouds are moving in. That's going to be the west over there, so we have some moisture that's moving in through the front. I was hoping we'd get better views. Dead center there, which is the Sisters Mountain Range. As you can see, there's clouds over top, and those mountains right there are all 10,000 feet or close to it. One's over 10. I think a couple of the others are 9. This is kind of a neat weather day. We get to the top, might have a view of this cloud. We're kind of above the clouds, so it's kind of, you can see there's clouds moving in here. And I'm really in the middle of, I guess. Some are higher, obviously, right here, but some are also lower. So this is a cool view of the valley here. And when we get up top, this is why there's a fire tower up here. They can see all this area, and you'd be able to see a lot more if it wasn't getting clouds. But this is kind of how the weather pattern works. You can see it's kind of sunny over here. This is the east side of the mountains, and all the weather, all the moisture comes in from the west coast, which is over here. So it's moving in a little bit, but a lot of it will probably die off. They may not make it much past here, but we'll see. But kind of cool clouds over the Sisters Range there. It's pretty unique. And I've hiked in there. There's one called South Sister, which is covered right now, but I've been to the top of that one. Long hike. Alright, we'll go get to the top here, see if we can find a butte. Alright, future hikers of America, we are at the top of Black Butte. Again, top of an old cinder cone-ish volcano. And we got some mountain weather. Got a storm. Kind of some, that's snow down there, it looks like. It's right over there. That's going to be away from me. Blocking the Sisters. Views a little bit over there. There's some really nice mountains where I'm pointing the camera. Because of the weather. That is an old, we're getting closer to that. That's an old 1920s fire observation tower building. That's a historical building now. It's not in use. The modern over there, which is in use in the summer, is totally covered in snow and ice right now. This is really classic mountain weather, and I was sweating, wearing a long sleeve shirt and a t-shirt up. It's very cold. I'm gonna have to get on a jacket. I brought a jacket in my bag. You always come prepared. It started, it was 55 degrees. It's probably less than 40. I've seen a 15 or 20 degree temperature drop just in coming up here. If it were to start raining or snowing, even worse. So I always bring gear. I've got a hat, gloves, everything just in case. Because you get stuck out here. If it were to start to rain right now, 35 degrees, and this is all I have on for clothing, I get hypothermia and literally die out here. Which you don't want. But this is the top of Black Butte. That's what it looks like to get to 360. Again, we got a snowstorm right over here. It's over here. Not over here yet. And we got some beautiful views over here. Nice and clear over there. It's sunny. That's the high desert. That's towards where Bend is. That's very deserty. that much rain. Over here, whole different ball game. All these trees, mountains, precipitation, and right on cue we got a snowstorm moving in. So we'll see what happens. It might be kind of cool. We might get to hike down in the snow, or it might be in the clouds. So anyway, I'm going to take a break, get on my jacket, walk over this. Give you guys a closer view of this old fire observation. It's an historical monument, really. We'll take a look at that. I'll have a snack and we'll go back. All right, gang. This is this. I'll get a little bit farther back here. This is this old fire observation tower. See the top there. Those are further back here so you can see the whole thing without falling over. And on the edges there, in the corners of the top, those are all, that's metal and cable, and those are lightning rods. This is this weather system. Again, it's kind of funky weather here today. Down through here, this walk is now getting cloudy, and there's a whole weather system right here in the middle. So, gonna grab my pack. We'll hike back down. I was hoping to get a little bit better views. We didn't today. Just unique with all this snow up here in Black Butte. Really, really cool stuff up here this morning. This is April 14th, 2015. I'll maybe hike this with you guys someday. You ever come out and visit me? Little view over here. Alright, thanks for coming along. I'm going to hike up to Black Butte. I'll take a few more photos, and I'm out of here. Well, I want to do one more shot from you guys, or for you guys. This is a trail we took up, and you can see now we're in snow. And this is what happens up here in the mountains that you have to be prepared for. Is this can happen. This can happen anytime. There was a hike I did in Wyoming, 80 degrees, and in 15 minutes it was in the 40s, and I had freezing rain coming down. If you're not prepared for it, you don't have this extra jacket, gloves, hat, there's nobody else up here. There's no one that knows I'm here to come looking for me, anything like that. You can get what's called hypothermia and that stuff really quick. You'd be in big, big trouble. This isn't too bad. This is a shorter hike. I could run back to the car if I had to. But sunny day, hot, sweaty. I actually just had a t-shirt on for a little while, hiking this very trail an hour and a half ago. It's later in the afternoon. It should be warmer right now. It's like 2 in the afternoon now, so it should be almost at its hottest. And we got snow coming down, because the front just moved in through the mountains. This is all a big snowbank here, clouds and snow. That was the mountain views an hour and a half ago. This is all just moved in. So pretty cool. Beautiful. This is a great example of mountain weather. You can kind of see the clouds kind of billowing, the snow, the drifting snow kind of rolling through there. Very pretty. And super nice up here. It's super quiet. And there's a spot, sometimes you just pick a spot up here and sit for a while and enjoy it. Beautiful. Alright, now it's officially over. And by the way, you guys are dorks. Big time. Yep, big time.